Salvias are a wonderful group of flowering plants. They'll perform better if you prune them, and in this video we're going to show you how to prune 3 different types of salvias. We'll show you what they look like before they're pruned, we'll show you how to prune them, and we'll show you what they look like when they've bounced back to life. It's winter and this is Salvia Microphylla Hot Lips. Hot Lips is a plant that can reach about 1 metre in height, and it can spread easily to 1 metre as well. If you leave it, it tends to get woody and leggy and doesn't flower as well. If you prune it back hard, you'll get wonderful flowers and better growth. So you can see right here at the base of the plant, there is some new growth, and that's where we're going to. And you can cut back to anywhere back in the plant as long as you're cutting above the new growth. You can even prune back to these little buds that are further down. So there we have our Salvia Microphylla Hot Lips, and we've pruned it back to about 1 foot or 30 centimetres in height. While some salvias are cut back to nodes or to growth low on the stems, others tell us where they need to be cut back to. This is Salvia Leucantha Pink Velour, and it's one of our favourite salvias of all. So what we do with this salvia is we prune off all of these tall stems right back down to ground level. So we're left with all of this growth that's down really low. Any of these dead stems, you can prune them back with your secateurs. So that's pruned back and ready to start flowering again in spring. And this is a plant that we didn't show you before we pruned it. As you can see, it's one of the larger, woodier growing varieties. When in full growth, this will reach over 1 metre tall. We've cut it back to less than half a metre, and at this stage we could probably go through and tidy up our pruning job a little bit. If you wanted to, where it's pushing out growth further down, you could even prune it back a little bit harder. So here's the Salvia Microphylla Hot Lips plant, about 3 weeks after we pruned it, and you can see that it's already starting to bounce back to life. At this stage, you could go in, and if there are any dead parts that aren't reshooting, like these ones down here, you can just reach in and snip them off. In another 3 or 4 weeks, this will start to flower. So here we have our 3 salvias after they've been pruned, and they're back in flower and growing well. This is Pink Velour, which we think is one of the best salvias of all. It's starting to flower, early summer, it's looking great. And this is Hot Lips, and again, look at the growth on this plant. It's looking fantastic. And look at those flowers. You can see why it's called Hot Lips. And here we have that woody salvia that we pruned back really hard. It's not flowering yet, but it will be soon, because you can see the buds appearing right here. So whether you're dealing with something like Hot Lip, perhaps a different variety like this one, the beautiful Salvia Leucantha Pink Velour, salvias are easy to prune. It's just a matter of choosing the right pruning method for the right variety. So subscribe to the YouTube channel for regular updates on all aspects of gardening. Visit the website for more information on salvias, agastaches, and all sorts of other garden plants.